Good morning, everyone. Guess what I'm doing today? I am planting the new garden beds. As you can see, I got 2 tires over there that are full of dirt of the compost we got, which is right there. I got that grow bed right there filled, and it's all set up to plant. I'm going to put leafy greens in there. I've been working on finish framing this out. So we'll get this finished for the next load of compost. And I've already planted this, and there's only 2 things planted in this one. We got radishes till about right here. The rest of this is carrots. And I still have a lot of carrot seed that I recently bought that I could plant another patch of carrots, and I'll probably end up waiting 2 weeks for these to sprout. Then I'll put another patch in so that I don't have to can all those carrots if they grow at the same time. That'll give me a little bit of a break in between. And plus, root crops here in Florida should carry us well into winter. So even if I just come out and harvest carrots as we need to, they will do really good in this grow bed until it gets bitter cold. And bitter cold to us is down to the 20s here. I mean, it's gone down to 18 degrees, but it's not that often that it happens. And over here, see, I got to finish this one yet. There's some work that has to be done. That one's not getting planted today. If I get far enough, it would only be that top section. And I'd really rather frame this out and finish it so that we can add more soil to it without disturbing anything that might be planted. I think we're going to try zucchini in those 2 grow areas, because zucchinis like to be up on a hill. They like some elevation. So I'm thinking about doing that. And if you can see here, I got these ridges already in to receive my seeds. So now all I have to do is come back and put seeds in. And I want to go in the house real quick and grab my mustard greens, because I'm planting kale, Swiss chard, and cabbage in this, but I think I want to add some mustard greens as well, because mustard greens, for whatever reason, the bugs really do not eat it. So if I do like a row of kale, then a mustard green, then kale, a mustard green, then a Swiss chard, a mustard green, I think the mustard greens may help protect the other crops in here from bugs. It's a theory, don't know if it'll work, but it's worth trying. Alright, I gotta get back to planting. Okay guys, I got the zucchini planted. I planted both those in zucchini. I put them on the outer perimeter of the rings, and I'm thinking about actually putting some lettuce on the inner perimeter, just so I don't waste a ton of space, because the zucchini don't, if they don't sprout, at least I'll have lettuce in there that should. And this ended up being kale, Swiss chard, and then the very back 2 rows is cabbage. I planted them a little close with the hopes that if they sprout and they do well, I can transplant them into the next grow bed. I'm thinking about making that thing a grow bed. That's sitting there doing nothing for us. Let's see. I got some beet seeds. I'm going to take from the edge of my carrots. I'm going to put some beets right there. And then I might try some mustard greens on the back corner. We'll see. I pulled a ton of seeds out. I don't think I'm going to get to use them all, but you know, seeds are a good investment, and if they sprout, we'll have some good healthy food through the winter. That's a big if. I haven't had no luck with gardens up here yet. So we'll have to just play it by ear, take it one day at a time, and see what we can get done here. Alright. I'm gonna get planting again. I keep taking breaks, so I have to sit for a while, get up, plant for a while, plus still trying to carry more block. So I'm doing a little bit of things in between planting. Alright, be back in a minute. Okay, I wanted to talk to you just a little bit here. You can see the grooves I've put in the ground. You see, they're about 4 inches apart. The reason I do that is because beets can get anywhere from 2 to, if you're lucky, 5 inches around, and that gives them room to expand this way. Plus I'm going to space the seeds out so that they have room to expand this way, because unfortunately overplanting beets is just a waste of seeds, guys. Will we have to do some thinning? Time will tell, but you still want to plan to give your roots, your beet root, plenty of space to grow and develop, and the less they're disturbed, the better off you are. I'm going to be doing this same system, but I'm going to do 6 inches apart on the rows for the turnips, because turnips will actually get quite a bit bigger than your average beet if you got good healthy soil. It's one of those things, again, it's an unknown, but you can see what I'm doing. I'm using this to cut in furrows, just like that, and then I'm kind of using this as a space guide, but it's just a rough guide. And you see, I'm trying to make straight rows. I'm not good at straight rows. So by using an actual piece of wood, I can make a straighter row. I'm going to get these beet seeds in, and then we're moving on to turnips. Okay, you can see the beet seeds. I've spread them out pretty good. I still might have to do some minor thinning, but I don't think it'll be as bad as if I just put a seed in every inch of the grooves I've cut into this. And this is my border then, right there. That's the last row right there. So now I can find my turnips, and I'm going to plant turnips in this next section. Then hopefully in the back there, and I'm planting the mustard greens in the back, because of the height they get to, they would shade all this out, and I'm trying not to do that. That's a mistake I've made before, and I don't want to repeat those. Guys, the sun's out. It is getting hot in the garden area, and I still got to water all this. Okay guys, the garden is watered in. I watered this bed as you saw. I watered that bed, and then I watered the 2 tires off camera. So what I have planted has been watered in. We are finishing framing this one in, this garden. We got a couple more blocks to move, then that's done. And we only have a little bit more dirt left to move in. And I think what we'll do is bring some goat bedding in and put it in the bottom and then fill in with what's left of the dirt. But I will only be able to plant half this garden until we bring another load in. And we are definitely making arrangements to go get more block from our friend Nick, who has worked with us to get all these blocks. And we will continue to build this line right here next. After this one's done, we're going to finish this one. And then from there, I'm not sure. We might end up putting another 6-foot bed right past those tires, or actually pull the tires after we frame up a bed there. Depends if anything's growing in there. That's my next attempt at zucchini. So it's going to be up in the air whether or not we got any sprouting, anything's going on. And it could be 2-3 months before we get that far. We're tired. We're working out in the heat once again. It becomes no fun after a few days of working like this. But it is exciting, guys. Don't get me wrong. It is very exciting to have good soil, raised beds again, because I can sit on the edge of these beds because it's like 1.5 feet high. I can sit on those to work in the garden for any weeding or anything. And as you can see, we get partial shade here up until probably 1 o'clock in the afternoon. From 1 o'clock on, these gardens will be in full sun. So we'll see if that works. I don't know. But it'll be better than being in partial shade all day long, which is the old garden we tried. Alright guys, hope you liked the video. I'm tired, I gotta go rehydrate. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe.